Today, we are going to talk about something that quietly powers almost every part of modern life: automation. Now, when people hear the word automation, they usually imagine robots working inside factories. And yes, that's part of it, but automation today is much bigger than industrial machines. It's behind the apps we use every day, the systems that manage hospitals and banks, the recommendations we get online, the traffic systems in cities, and even the way businesses make decisions. So, what makes automation so powerful is that it allows systems to perform work automatically, faster, more consistently, and at a scale humans alone could never maintain continuously. And that's why we have called it the engine of the modern world. Because in many ways, modern society now runs on automated systems operating silently in the background. So, throughout this presentation, we'll explore how automation evolved, how modern workflows actually function, how AI is changing automation, and what the future of human machine collaboration looks like. So, before we dive into the technology itself, let's first understand the problems that made automation necessary in the first place. Automation didn't appear just because technology advanced. It appeared because modern problems became too difficult to handle manually. One major issue is the global labor shortage. Industries everywhere are struggling to find enough skilled workers, while the workload keeps on increasing. And at the same time, highly talented people spend hours doing repetitive work that doesn't really require their expertise. Things like manual data entry, paperwork, or any routine system updates. So, the automation helps in two ways. It fills operational gaps and it frees humans to focus on more valuable and creative work. In many ways, automation exists because the scale of modern work simply outgrew the human capacity alone. Along with the labor shortages, there is another major challenge modern systems face, and that is scale. Every organization eventually reaches a limit where human effort alone can't keep up anymore. People get tired, working hours are limited, and productivity can only grow to a certain point. And that's what this slide refers to as the human bandwidth ceiling. And at the same time, the world is generating an enormous amount of data every single second. Customer activity, transactions, sensor readings, analytics. The volume is growing so fast that no human team could realistically process all of it manually. Automation helps systems handle that complexity in real time. It can process information continuously. It can respond instantly and operate at a scale humans simply can't maintain consistently on their own. So, after understanding the problems, the next question is quite simple. What exactly is automation? At its core, automation means using technology to perform tasks automatically with little or no human intervention. And this happens once the system is set up. But modern automation is more than just machines following instructions. A good automation system can actually observe what's happening, process information, and respond automatically. That's the cycle shown here in the diagram: sense, process, and then act. First, the system senses information from the environment, maybe a sensor reading a temperature, or a customer submitting a form, or it can be a payment being made online. Then it processes that information using rules, logic, or nowadays AI to decide what should happen next. And finally, it acts, sending a notification, updating a database, turning on a machine, or triggering another workflow. And this cycle keeps repeating continuously, often in milliseconds, without someone manually controlling every step. So, once automation became possible, it quickly became essential because the advantages were too significant to ignore. The biggest impact is productivity. Automated systems can perform repetitive tasks much faster than humans and can handle work at massive scale without slowing down. And at the same time, businesses reduce operational cost because there is less manual effort, fewer delays, and far fewer human errors. And accuracy becomes incredibly important to industries, for example, manufacturing, banking, or healthcare, where even small mistakes can become expensive or dangerous. Automated systems can perform the same task repeatedly with near zero variation. Another major benefit is safety. Automation allows dangerous work to be handled by machines instead of humans, whether that's inside factories, mines, or any hazardous industrial environments. And unlike humans, machines don't need breaks or sleep. Software systems and automated workflows can operate continuously 24 by 7, maintaining the same level of performance consistently. So, overall, automation matters because it allows systems to become faster, safer, more scalable, and far more efficient than traditional manual operations.